And we are back. Are you still there?
Hello.
Ah, there you are, yes.
Target lost.
I kind of wonder what that sign says. I mean, I know we can't read it. Because it's like...
I'm assuming it just says home or something like that.
Yeah.
Now, I've looked up. Cinnamon pies are actually a thing. They're a kind of thin custard. Butterscotch pies are also a thing. However, butterscotch cinnamon, not a thing. However, I do think it would work very, very well.
Oh dear, her pie is on fire. But yes, now we have to do this, or we will miss the most important item in the game for this run.
A slice of butterscotch pie.
Yes. We're going to check out Toriel's room.
Also, this freaking game is making me want to make butterscotch pie. I've got a recipe for it, and it does look super good.
So scandalous, Toriel's sock drawer. But she doesn't wear
Check out her
shoes.
bookshelves.
Alright.
And don't forget to check the diary.
I did. That becomes relevant later.
I think you missed.
I know, but... Toriel puts a large amount of effort into making bone puns.
That one in particular, by the way, was Toriel's, not the other party she was making them with.
Yes.
It explains a lot.
You can actually miss the pie. Just come here and talk to her.
She's been planning this for a very long time.
Very, very long time.
500 years. It's...
You know, that is actually an expression I imagine that a friend of mine, Milky, makes a lot. That specific kind of scrunched face.
Yeah.
Gotta ask the important question.
She has some very good facts on snails.
Yes, you can actually hear many different snail facts.
She has 72 of them.
Oh, I've already heard that snail fact. How do we get out of the ruins?
My, she's going awfully fast. Oh, wait. Explore the kitchen.
Ah, yes, exploring the kitchen is important.
Exploring everything
Yeah.
has detail. Like that bookshelf. Or, hell, just proof of Toriel, how she is. I don't know if you've done this yet in your previous playthrough, but examine the tools on the right.
Ah. It probably does say home.
Especially if the king named it. King Fluffy Buns is bad at names.
Yes.
But yes, that right
Safety tools. And I'm going to step outside for a moment and hit the save point.
Toriel wouldn't want to find her first friend in 500 years, just to have them trip and spit themselves open on a fire poker.
Yeah. She's really concerned for our safety. Yeah, she doesn't want us going home. Or not trying to go home, more to the point. I am not going to tell them why she has such a low opinion of Asgore. We're just going to leave that for later. At least she thinks she does. Can't we talk this out, Toriel?
Talk, but after a certain point. Now, of note, look at her face. Her eyes are a different color.
Got like a little tiny pixel there. And we can't spare her because her her color is not orange.
But
We can refuse to fight her.
every time you do, it's a little different.
I have actually never seen that attack style before.
Watch her attacks and watch how they change if her ear gets hit. Also notice how, despite Spare clearly not being able to work right now, it's getting different text every time. Get yourself hit some more here?
What?
Just try to lower your health.
Yeah, I should show that off.
Yeah. Now she clearly wants you to attack with one. One more hit will do it.
Oh.
Oh! Too far.
Yeah.
You got hit by two at once there.
Yeah.
But if you notice, viewers, the instant the killing blow was applied, her face changed from resolute to, oh shit!
My God, what have I done?
Mm-hmm.
That is why I saved there, because that can happen.
She very much doesn't want to kill you. What we're trying to demonstrate here is exactly that, actually. It's the level of detail they put into this game.
It's insane.
It is... To say it is loving is like saying the ocean is a bit moist.
Yeah, like when the demo came out 2 years ago, this is the end of the demo basically. There's been some
Also,
slight tweaks, but
watch the changes when you talk with her.
oh yeah, since I've died. Oh,
Look, you have to keep trying 3 times. How hard are they hitting you for?
4.
They're not... Oh, you're meant to use a healing item to get your health from the heart. That's right. I don't know if you can... Oh, try those. Those will do it. Those
Yeah.
will do it. One more hit and you'll see.
Yeah.
Notice that. Oh, shit. That was actually.
Ah.
There we go.
There we go. This should be low enough.
She's going to change her attack pattern and watch carefully, viewers. That's an odd pattern, isn't it?
Yeah. It's almost like it couldn't possibly hit me unless I really went out of my way to be hit.
Even then, it can't. They will move up to get out of the way.
Really? Well, I haven't really tried to get killed here.
I have, just out of curiosity. And she doesn't want to. That's really what it all boils down to, is she doesn't want to hurt you.
I am punching this game's volume down a little bit. Because it gets loud during the epic moments.
Toriel...
She can't even meet our gaze anymore during battle. We want to leave, Toriel.
She doesn't want to hurt you. She doesn't want to hurt anyone. The only reason she's attacking at all is because she feels she doesn't have any choice.
I'm not the first kid to fall down here, and every kid that has come down here has gone through that door. And they've died.
Except one. But the one that didn't make it through that door was very, very badly hurt by the fall.
But she can't let us pass because she knows what'll happen.
Notice how her expressions change throughout the fight as you keep saying it. How she's gone from hard eyes, not looking at you, to being more sad, to just...
She can't even maintain the aloof expression when she's out of a... Yeah. There we go.
And now she's just... Well, for lack of a better term, very sad and very lonely. She knows she can't stop you.
Rather, she knows she won't stop you, or because that would just defeat the entire purpose of what she's trying to do.
All she could do to stop you would be hurting you. And that's the last thing Toriel would ever want.
That face.
Note the words she's saying and the expression
Yes.
as she does. The ruins are very small. And she has nowhere else to go. That's why she's there.
Plug Sprite. And we're going to respect her wishes.
If you attempt to call her, she won't pick it up. The reason being, of course, she can't bear to. It would hurt too much. That character, Toriel, is frequently known by the fan base as Goatmom.
He's not even here at all.
Mm-hmm. Normally, Flowey would be there, and he would be taunting you.
Judging you.
What he says there changes based on what you did. For example, if you murder her, he calls you on it. you killed her in cold blood, etc., etc. If you didn't kill her, then he talks about how you're weak and pathetic. If you kill her, then reload the save and don't kill her, he talks about knowing what you've done. And how you know, even though she doesn't.
If you kill random encounters for experience and don't kill her, he calls you out for how that could have been someone else's Toriel that you just killed.
Mm-hmm. And the best, or should I say worst, one? If you edit your save to completely strip out the fact that you murdered her, and utterly make it so there is no way the game could know, he calls you on it and outright says, I don't know the exact words, but it's something along the lines of, you think just by editing the rules of the world you can take away what you've done? Monster. And it's just chilling. Also, meet one of the best characters in the game.
Yeah, normally he will just stand there behind you and tell you to turn around and then extend his hand. But
This is Sans.
Yes. He speaks in Comic Sans.
Yep.
Because he is a comic named Sans.
Ow. And yep.
You hadn't noticed that?
I think my brain was protecting me from the fact that he is a comic named Sans.
And yes, his brother Papyrus speaks in Papyrus.
It's true.
With a unique accent.
Yup. Which is equally... and...
Yes, Papyrus made these bars to keep any humans who come from the ruins trapped here.
He's not very good. These guys have awesome music, by the by. Now, viewers, for those of you who are fans of a certain very popular webcomic series, you may notice that a lot of the music in this game sounds similar to music from Homestuck. There's a reason for this. The game's designer also does... It's either all or almost all of the Homestuck music. And, in fact, one particular track is used in the battle against a bonus boss in this game. This track was first written for use in his Earthbound hack, and was also used in Homestuck. I want to say it was for Jack's Assault, but I'm not certain.
It was for both Jack killing some people in Dream Space and Vriska killing Tavros at the same time.
Right.
It was people gon' die. You may have noticed here that Sans is pretty much telling Papyrus to look behind the lamp. Because that is exactly what will keep Papyrus from looking behind the lamp.
Yep. Ah, damn it, Sans. Also, no viewers, your eyes didn't deceive you. The camera zoomed in, he winked at the fucking player, and there was a freaking rim shot. He can do that.
Because he is Sans.
He has obtained power not of this realm, and one of its abilities includes just thumbing his nose hole?
Lack of nose?
Thumbing his triangle bit at the fourth wall.
Yes, he talks like Skeletor.
He's a hell of a guy.
Yeah, can I do the terrible pun and have it make sense later to people?
Go for it.
Yes, Papyrus is probably the most appealing character ever, because almost every single person who plays this game wants to jump his bones.
I hate you, Yura. You know that, right?
Yeah, they will not. I wonder how many people will remember that terrible pun.
Yeah, it...
But in any case... Whoops, wrong button. We are going to be using a bit of tough glove.
Womp womp. Now, of note, you actually get special special phrases at the end of the game if you never unequip the stick, if you never unequip the bandage, if you never take damage, if you never die.
Oh god, this monster.
It looks terrifying.
The game literally does track everything you do. In my earlier playthrough, because this one's puns were so terrible, I deemed it worthy of death. And late in the game, I ran into its dad, who was looking to reconcile with him after he kicked him out of the house because he didn't want his son to grow up to be a comedian.
And he can't find him and calls it out. And it's one of those...
Oh god, he even references it here.
Yeah.
That's a happy face from him. So what was up here? Ah,
yes. Yep.
Yep. Should I put it back down or not?
Well, it was down there for a reason.
Yeah. You gotta love the Final Fantasy VI style spins there.
Direct references.
Yeah. This is some of my favorite bits of dialogue. Just because of that. Undyne's a name we're going to be hearing a lot about.
She is... Fish Samus.
Yes, pretty much.
How she's been put.
She actually looks a lot like the protagonist of Aquaria. In the beast form, anyway, where she has the sharp, pointy, bitey teeth. Also a lot like the governor named Shark from Clash at Demon Head.
A game I've never played.
It's no particular reason to. It's not that great. I'd actually kind of think that Undine might be a direct reference to her, because she was one of the only memorable things in that game. Note that we cannot ever see that rock out of that context.
It's true. The game will also call it out at the ending if you never save, by the way.
I don't think I could play through with that.
Neither could I, but the fact that it does it...
Ice Cap, we need to... Can we steal his hat? Will that do any good? I think it's Ignore that gets him through him.
I don't know. I've never actually encountered it.
You can steal his hat if he's weakened?
Apparently?
I just saved. Well, if I'm gonna...
Yes.
Let's try
No. You can always run away. Running away is the same as giving mercy.
it. Yeah. Except you don't get gold.
Right, but honestly, you don't need gold that much.
I should probably not try to steal his hat. That might kill him.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you can kill the carrots by eating them.
And I think you just unlocked its mercy.
Yep.
It's a lot of gold.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I do plan to get some of the legendary heroes later on, so I do need gold.
Also, I will be directing Yura here to a very secret area.
Ooh, we're close to that?
No. It's in the waterfall zone.
Ah.
It's the only place where you can get a college education. Well, where you can pay for one at least. You don't get one.
And I think with that, we are going to break up the video one more time.
Huzzah! Break up!